Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back, man. It is me, the Ghoul, aka KB. It has been about a good long minute. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a long time. Where have I been? You know where I've been. Working. Yes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, most people, they don't have, like, they don't have, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a job. Shout out to my unemployment out there. It's hard out here, bro. But we back, man. And obviously, we having a Let's Talk video because, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like we have to have those talking moments. You have to have that transparency, you know what I'm saying? That talking moment with your peoples, So, as y'all can see, I got this little mic with me, and yeah, I just bought it from the TikTok shop. I'm cute, but I was trying to be more, because obviously I actually did have a vlog for y'all, but you see what happened was the audio, y'all couldn't hear me, you know what I'm saying? It was loud, everything was going on. Now honestly, I feel like I could still make that a video, but it was just too much going on. But I'm gonna put a little clip in there.
How would I rate this experience? I ain't gonna lie, it was low key like that 8.5.
But yeah, I just got this little mic right here, and I also did see a better mic, because honestly, this one is kind of like the little cliche one everybody use for like basic vlogging needs. But y'all do know I love quality, so more, I'm a quality more than quantity type of guy. So I gotta go copy me some new ones. So I seen some new ones that's coming up. So we just upgrading the channel, you feel me? We just upgrading it, As you can see, we also got a different shot, you know what I'm saying? Sitting down, y'all a little further back. We just vibing, you feel me? Like, just to, let us breathe a little bit, you feel me? So today's talk is just about, like, what's come to my mind recently has just been, don't create for everybody, create for somebody. And that resonated with me heavy. It was a recent Tyler, the Creator video that came out. I don't know if y'all seen it. He did an interview with a bunch of other creators. I ain't gonna lie, I seen TikToks just like y'all do. I seen TikTok, and the TikTok, it was basically clips in the interview. He talked about how, not killing your dreams, and like, don't be afraid to be different. Like, don't be afraid to like actually do that wild thing. Like,
not having a blueprint, but it's just that feeling inside where you just like, I know what I need to do. And you cannot lose that spark at all, because like, you have to be the trailblazer. You have to be the one to go west for the gold. Gold is there, and you got to walk your from Vermont all the way to the goddamn Nevada, California mines and all that, because that gold is there, and you got to be okay with looking crazy. Like, you have to be okay with looking like a psychopath when you say this stuff.
And that John resonated with me, and it's like, and then also what he talked about with his Igor album, and how he had to think about, it's just about change, Like, if you have an epiphany yourself where you want to change something about you, or you want to step out your comfort zone in a certain way, and it's like nothing's even hindering you from doing it but you're the one that's bringing that idea down when you should bring it out into the light and let everybody see it. That's kind of how I want to take these videos, Like, I don't have to like make myself something I'm not, not put myself on a standard where I know that's not my place, nor should I hinder my ideas from really coming out. With these videos, obviously, I'm not posting every week like any YouTuber would that's really out there. But, in reality, I don't have the time like that. I don't have the work-life balance to where I could post videos like back to back and still have to do what I have to do, out here, which is fine. It's normal. But what can you do? Let's change perspective. What can you do in those times? What can you do in the moments where you do have time to make a video? How can you incorporate those times? I look back on my channel, and to be honest, I post about every month, like every month or every other month, in that way, that's still consistency. I was doing that subconsciously. So peep that, like even in my own time, I still found a consistency. You feel me? So it's that 1%. And I feel like if I could just make a banger video like that, like where I actually take the time on the quality of it and actually put in the effort and make something that I feel like it would connect to somebody else, I'll do that. I feel like a lot of people, like now it's like everything has become about the grind. We haven't talked about what that actually means, and it's like the dollar has blinded everyone from like themselves, and it's caused a lot of the world is lost, man. A lot of people are lost out here, and I feel like a lot of people are unheard because it's all about the grind. It's always about getting to the paper, getting to the money, and it's like, what happened to 2016? What happened? In a way, like look back, like what happened, bro? And it's like everybody goes day by day, doing what they have to do, doing what they have to do, and we get lost in when I say what you want to do, I mean what you want to do in the sense of like in your fruition and in your purpose, like your dreams, man. All the old heads, they used to tell us like, don't put your dreams down, live life, and it's like we're realizing that like if you grew up with the old heads like I grew up, you had that wisdom when you was already young. So it's like you going into life moving, you want to live life like in the way and how you want to, but at the same time your life is being governed off of the people that brought you here. So it's just like, it's real, man. It's real out here. I feel like everybody goes through something, like I look out this window, like if y'all ever see me like looking like off to the side like this in a video, I'm literally just looking at my window. Like, and when I look at my window, it just brings out that, like, I don't know, when you're so, like, I don't know, when you're caught up in life, people always be like, life is so terrible, this, that, and the third, right? In reality, life itself was never the problem. Earth as a rock, as a planet, like we have a beautiful ecosystem filled with animals and all these type of things. Everything else, like everything literally around you has just been man-made and just been the progression, evolution of human race. You know what I'm saying? Like we looked at waterfalls and Everglades and mountains and was like, hey, let's get taxes in here, man. We're gonna charge people for this exact piece of land. We're gonna hypnotize the people to think that the land that we were born, created into, we're gonna charge them for it, and we're gonna make a whole ecosystem just off of that, where we have to pay for the land that we were birthed into, that we were, like. And the people that know, so it's like, it's just, it's not okay. It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's about time, like, we keep it real when it comes to that. Like, and then that's the thing, like, it's okay to not be okay, like, I feel like the worst part about when it comes to just having, a real deep moment within yourself or with anything in life is just the reality of the situation. That has become such a like staple recently, and what I've just been saying and how I speak, well, I just been using that phrase more often, like the reality of the situation is, or like you kind of have to prepare for the worst. Most of the time everything that we have conflict within ourselves, you know, it's been of an avoidance of something else. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how trauma's built. You know, it's some type of avoidance, or you're shoving things down, or it's like, you know what I'm saying, you're putting things off to the side, or just completely neglecting or being ignorant, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's like, you know, if you're not able to face that reality right off bat, you know, you're not, it's the acceptance part, you know. Now obviously, you know, there's levels of grief. You can have the acceptance of, like, you can accept the reality, but it's like living with it too, and being able to continue with it. And it's like, it's heavy, man. It's heavy, man. You walking around, your chest is burst open, and nobody sees that, man. You know, burden of knowledge is real as well. You know, to have that knowledge of something, and when you encounter people who don't even have that same level of consciousness or awareness or just maturity and just mental and emotional intelligence, like, you come across somebody who's just not on that wave, it's just like, it's like a, you know, you just, you're not gonna get nowhere, man. You're not. You feel me? Like, back to like the main thing with like creatives and creating things for not everyone but someone, you know, with what I just said, everybody can relate to something. The reason why, you know, people say never take the internet seriously, because you can never make everybody happy. Why can't you make everybody happy? Because everybody has been through something. But you turn the narrative is, if everybody has been through something, that means everybody can find something relatable. Because you have definitely met somebody in the comments on a TikTok that had the same life or similar to yours, and just relatability and connection, you know? That is what's powerful. That is what makes your words hit. Being able to be transparent and real enough to the point where other people can actually relate to you. You know, that's how you use your influence, man. And I feel like people who have the power to be creatives, because obviously, you know, we're all born to be creatives, but not everybody can actually wield it. But for the people that can, we are the ones that are supposed to be guiding the ones that can't, to open their minds, to give them a different perspective. That's what I'm saying. Perspectives is like, we've all learned it, you know, their first, second, third POV. You haven't did a Cornell notes on that or something, like, you not on that, man. Like, learning perspectives, like, having a perspective is literally shifting your whole ideology into another one. And if you're able to do that, you have a creative mind. Well, and most people can't. There's people that can't do that. It's people that can't do that. So you just like swipe, like, get them out of here, man. But nah, it's just, yes, man. When you're able to open people's minds and actually give them something where they can just really be like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying, being original. But I feel like some people argue there's no such thing as being original, because everything is about inspiration. But it's like, there's inspiration and there's innovation, you know? So it's like, and then you have both. And with that, it's like, I feel like originality is more about, you know, ideas, they come from the universe. You know, ideas are, you know, it's, you know, they're always there. You feel me? When ideas are just flowing in the air and you catch it, and it's like, that idea, it could have come from anybody, and it could have been an idea that was already surfaced before, right? But it grasps onto you, and it's like, what you do with that idea and your interpretation of that idea and how you branch out and you communicate that idea, it's gonna be different. Why? Because of the experiences that you have. And also, when other people see it, even though they have heard of that idea before, or they have seen that idea or felt that idea or experienced it themselves, they're going to be able to register and get and resonate with you. And that's how you become relatable. and you become a person that people want to know more from, you know what I'm saying? And some people, they take advantage of that, and now you have people, and like I feel like that's what the industry does. The industry does that exact thing, and they tarnish people's minds, man. What I just talked about, everything I just said, right? What is the main component that does all of that? Music. And everything I just said, that affects your brain. So the industry, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like the music industry, they know that already. And that's how music is. That's what I'm saying. Music is so powerful. And it's not just music. It's anything that you put anything into. When you put your soul into something, like Tyrese said one time, Tyrese was talking about how he said, music is the gateway to people.
This right here, let me explain something to y'all. This microphone, this is literally the gateway to the world. The gateway to people's vulnerabilities. People have decided I was gonna kill myself. But that song, that gospel song, that R&B song, that inspirational song stopped me from making the decision that I was gonna make. I was going to break up with my girl until I heard that song. I was gonna file for divorce until I heard that song. My grandmother died, who I loved, who raised me. I couldn't even imagine how I could get through life without my grandmother, but that song healed me and helped me to get through.
People may be having the worst day of their life. They bad day at work. I know y'all seen Straw. Bad day at work, you know what I'm saying? Daughter sick, this, that, and the third. And let's just say for some odd reason, they could be having all of that going on, and your song starts playing. And your song is the reason that they changed the course of their life. Or your song is the gateway to their comfort. And it's like, you can't just come up into the mic and just be like, and you know what I'm saying? You're speaking to the soul. If you're just going into it and not being serious, or you're just feeding negativity, it's going to affect other people's wavelengths, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if somebody's having a negative moment and your song come on and it's negative waves, it's going to feed into that negative wave. Same way if they was having a negative moment and you have a song that's having positive waves, and it could possibly change that person's life. You know what I'm saying? And mind you could have been an artist where you posted that song and that song didn't blow up, right? But that one person heard it, right? And that one person, that song changed their life. That one guy. And as an artist, it just looks like a digit to you. So you don't even know nothing about what this person just went through. But whole time, your song is the reason why that person decided to like completely change their whole like outcome. And like that goes for videos, you know what I'm saying? This YouTube, like I feel like a lot of people now, they just go into this, they don't think about the actual what it means, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I told y'all before, and y'all seen my video before. I've been wanting to do YouTube. I wanted to do YouTube for the longest, and the people that know me know, like, bro, I was making YouTube videos like years ago, and it's like seeing how overstimulated, and no, not overstimulated, but like the overpopulation of just content creators, but in a sense of like there's people that do content and there's people that are content creators, you feel me? And I feel like there's more people on the spectrum that just do content in the sense of it's like for the money, and like we get people who are just, you know, and because it's for the money, right, everybody's trying to stick to the algorithm. Woo, the algorithm. Oh my God. Everybody's trying to stick to the algorithm. But for the algorithm, you have to appease to certain needs so you can blow up. So everybody's kind of look blueprint and the same. Like everything's kind of like, oh, they cool. But it's like you could tell they kind of doing, you know what I'm saying? It's not really like, this is what I wanted to do, to create videos solely for the purpose of inspiration, to create. And that's what this video is for me, you know? And that's what it is for me. Like when I make videos, I just want it, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain how I feel when it comes to why I make YouTube videos, because it's like, it's not something that it just occurred to me like, oh, I want to like I just did it. I was always making videos like with myself. I grew up when YouTube was like really fresh, so it's like I seen the come up of YouTube and how YouTube came to be, being like, yo, I could actually make, because I used to think of like movies that way. That's because I love movies, you know. I used to think movies are that way, and like how movies are literally the example of inspiration, which is how generational or iconic a movie could be just off of, and like how iconic a director could be just because they made a movie. You know what I'm saying? And it could be one movie and it's generational, household name. That's crazy. Or you could build a foundation where you just made multiple movies and you're just a GOAT. I know in my body and just with what, you know, God tells me, I have a message and I don't even know what it is. That's the best part. I don't even know what it is though. It's just a calling, a yearning, a feeling that's just like this itch that you have to create, to do what you want to do. It's not like you can't put that away. Like what Tyler said. Like Tyler was spitting in that interview. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If anybody has a creative mind or creative mindset or just needs some type of, watch that video. Don't even think about it because it's Tyler, or if you don't like Tyler, bro, watch the video. He was just talking about like letting that flame die out. You know what I'm saying? Don't push down that flame.
Don't let the lack of whatever you consider super crazy resources stop the idea from coming out. Pivot and get it rocking. Because then 2 years gonna go by and you're gonna be over that idea because you've grown as a person, and it's gonna be like, damn, I didn't knock that idea out. I have a few of those where I was like, I should have just shot that damn video. And now I'm not there no more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I wish that could have existed and I could have done that. So don't let that stop you, please.
If you push down that flame, mind you, you could grow as a person and not want to do that idea anymore. So ideas literally expire and you don't even want to do it no more, but you would have thought, oh dang, I wish I would have still had it and I would have still did it. And like, I know y'all seen these other videos of just like, you know, just create and perfect later. Have it exist first before you tarnish it. If you haven't tried it and you don't even know if it worked out, or if you don't even know if you can improve too, like, you will just never know. And that is a feeling that nobody likes. Nobody likes the unknown. That is the number one human fear. If you just don't know, it's an endless void. Shout out to Chainsaw Man. They perfected that. The Darkness Devil, like, it is just like that. Like, it's more than just the feeling of darkness. It's just a complete unknown. Like, you know how people say, I'm not afraid of the dark, I'm scared of what's in the dark, because it's just the fear of just the unknown, the fear of what change could be, the fear of just your very reality getting swept off from your feet. Like, that's a scary feeling, and it's real. So, you know,